12 crews competing, of course, and the first 3 from each race to go through to the grand final, and Denmark in lane 6. And what we're seeing here is all bar the Danes were grand finalists at Lucerne last month, where Germany took gold, followed by Italy and Sweden with silver and bronze, and the Irish 4th, Netherlands 5th. So Germany have had to be squeezed out into ostensibly one of the slower lanes there, lane 1. But that doesn't seem to bother them too much, because they've gone very fast away from the blocks.
Yes, Ireland seem to be slow away there, half asleep, I think. Won't be very pleased with that. Don't want to drop anything unless you can possibly help it.
Germans have built on their 4th place last year. Their stern pair is out of that boat. They brought in 2 new bowmen, one of whom brought with him experience from Prague in '93, where he took bronze as part of the German lineup on that state in that occasion. But the Italians, certainly with all the recent pedigree from last year at Indianapolis and again from Lucerne.
So 3 to qualify from this, the first of these 2 heats, semi-finals of the men's lightweight quadruple sculls. As they approach the 500-meter mark, Germany in lane 1 lead through. Pretty tight on the next couple of places. Ireland, I think, at the moment lying in 4th position.
Ireland, Italy have brought in 1 crew replacement each since they medalled at Lucerne, so it'll be interesting to see whether they can do what the French and Italian pairs did earlier in the program and really make those replacements count.
In this event, cruising speed is very, very important, because these boats are moving at very close to their maximum speed for virtually the whole race. They can make slight variations in pace, but it's really about their base race pace. As with all the other lightweight events, there's very little to choose between them in terms of height and weight. A couple of pounds, no more. So one can expect close racing, particularly when you get to this sort of level. But these boys, I can tell you, are flat out.
Quadruple sculls, of course, the second fastest status of rowing, second only to 8s in terms of their overall speed. So these boats will be moving along at about 12 or 13 knots. And quadruple sculling, when done very well, as we're seeing right now, is sheer poetry for the spectator and something different for the competitor right in the boat.
It's a very good boat in which to compete. I have to tell you, it's in fact, much more like rowing than sculling in many ways, because the boat is moving so fast. You have to be very, very quick onto the catch, otherwise the boat will slip past and you won't even have got hold of it. Great shot there of the Swedish quad, pushing hard. At the moment, a little bit of a struggle between them and Ireland for that 3rd qualifying slot. The Danish quad there in a wooden boat, made in Switzerland. Unusual. Nowadays, almost all the boats in the larger events are plastic or plastic carbon. But there's a particular firm in Switzerland that specialises in these boats, and they're truly magnificent craft. They're made out of a single skin of cedar, and they're a pleasure to row in. Pleasure to look at and pleasure to row in.
So Italy maintaining their lead in this first semi of the men's lightweight quads. Germany and Sweden vying for 2nd and 3rd slots. Ireland slipping back. They're going to let this race run away from them if they're not too careful. 500 metres still to go, and only 3 to qualify for the grand final tomorrow.
The Irish, as usual, great competitors. They won't let this go unless they can possibly help it. And I think we're boiling up to a big finish. Germany, although leading, don't have a great deal to play with. And as the crews approach the 250-metre mark, it's still Germany leading, with the final 2 places to qualify still in a little doubt. So the Germans go through, 250 to go. Italians pushing hard. 30 strokes to go. And Sweden and Ireland toughing it out for that final qualifying place. Ireland about half a length to make up if they're going to do it. Racing hard now over these closing stages. Anxious glances from all the competitors looking at each other. You can hear the crowd boiling up. Ireland fighting tooth and nail to get back on terms with the Swedes. The Swedes still maintain a slight lead over the Irish for this qualifying position. The Swedes, in fact, going up on Italy now. I think Ireland are going to be out of it. Germany still lead, about 3/4 of a length over the Italians. Swedes coming through. Germany qualify, Italy second, Sweden third, and Ireland just out of it in 4th.